Inside the Room, a music show where the music comes first, featuring artists that share their personal stories and experiences from the music scene, with each story meant to inspire and support emerging and up-and-coming musicians. You're listening to Inside the Room podcast.
We are inside the room with Pop Pistol. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Thank you.
What's up,
Thank you
Cindy?
for having us.
Tell us a little bit about the evolution of the band, like how y'all came together.
Well, Alex and we're cousins, so we've been together since April of 1985. But we met Jorge in high school, and we started our first band in high school. This was in 2002, a band called Roma. And then that lasted till 2005. There was kind of a year of meandering. We had our first show in 2005 or 2006. It was 2005. This is 20 years.
Being said, describe your music to someone who hasn't heard it yet.
Man,
I like to use the tag ethereal melodic rock. That way it gives somewhat of an idea without being too vague, and artists can sometimes be very descriptive because we want to really nail it, but I think that's a good starting point to where it gives the idea that it is, being we are a three-piece and we have a heavy kind of rhythm section with George and I, it allows Alex to be spacious and with the ethereal sound.
It turns out as rock and roll, I think, but it starts off as electronic music, and that was a big concept in the beginning. Like, how do we make electronic music but as a rock band? Alex will start off writing something on keyboard and with a beat, and like it just takes. Then he'll start doing vocal stuff, and the vocals a lot of times guides the way the music comes out. We're getting deeper about how the song creation process happens, but Jorge, I think, kind of nails it. Ethereal melodic rock.
So who are some of you guys' favorite bands and artists?
I'm going to say this band would not exist without Radiohead, first and foremost. Alex is like a huge Radiohead fan.
yeah, like there's a bunch of historical like rock and roll bands that I like grew up listening to, like the Bob Dylans and the Neil Youngs, and the contemporary stuff that was happening during the time, like Nirvana, and those were like kind of like guiding lights. And then there was like the newer stuff that was like Aphex Twin, or more the electronic stuff that was like this mysterious, like the world, like this mysterious world that was happening that wasn't here, and that was exciting. But it continues to change where, sometimes we find this new sound that's from a different place, from a different time, and then that becomes like, oh, this is the answer.
When Alex had his first apartment downtown, we were listening to A Perfect Circle, 13th Step, like so much. It was just a great recorded album, and that was a big influence on what became Pop Pistol. Of course, all these other rock bands, and that was a time of music videos too. So like we had the Michelle Gondry, Bjork, Sade at some point also became like, wow, listen to this, really sexy music, really tasteful music. I think a lot of what influenced the music was these different tones and these different rhythms, and then combining them from all these different influences.
What's the songwriting process like for you guys?
A lot of times when we're jamming out, a song comes out that's like has a natural feel, that has something that feels like it's easy to play it afterwards because it came out of you during that moment of us just playing together. Some of them come out because you're next to a keyboard and you get to play a keyboard with your hands, and you get to hear it really purely, like just the little notes that create melody, and you just hear it, like you can hear it before you play it, which is a different feel too. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes you just hear it in your head, and then you want to hum it because it's there, but you don't want to interrupt it. Or like if you have a dream, and sometimes the whole song's in the dream, and you're just trying to like, oh god. And then when you wake up, you try to like
Remember it?
remember it, like, ooh, like. But then as soon as you make a noise, it like.
So tell us a little bit about the Luminaria Arts Festival that you played, and you created some artwork for it as well.
We did it twice, but the most recent one, and both times we did like an installation type thing, and we used the same kind of concept of this monstrous backdrop for scale, right? But the last one was a concept that we all came together on and pitched a proposal, because you have to make a proposal to let them know, like, we want to do this big art piece. And Alex had this brilliant idea to use his artwork, which has always been in-house. Alex is our in-house graphic designer. We're so fortunate that cohesive nature of the music, when you see Pop Pistol, the artwork, it's all like coming from the same place. So his concept of using that line drawing style that he's done artwork with for so long, and that kind of spacey imagery, combining it, and then using blacklight, which is just very old school. And he was inspired by, the artwork that's inside the Alameda Theater.
It took like 250 hours, right?
Collectively, right? Like, if we're putting in 6 hours each, like that's 18 hours of our time, and then our friends coming in and helping us, and session after session for weeks to make this giant, beautiful mural that's only been seen one time, out in public.
And then what do you do with it afterward? Is it in your studio?
It's safely nestled in a crate at my house,
Inside.
waiting for an art gallery to say, here's $10,000. We're going to hold on to this for a while.
Talk about the new release, Crazy Wisdom.
Crazy Wisdom. This was for me, it was one of the later songs of this batch of songs that we've been working on for a long time. Although Alex says that he started it a long time ago, which is kind of how things go. Alex has like 80 songs that he's produced that he's just giving us little by little, and getting us to write new stuff too. He's like, let's do something else.
Yeah, I got new album ready. Yeah, that song existed for a long time, but it existed in like an embryonic state for a long time. The guys were able to like turn it into a different song that felt like it just continues to feel more strong and alive. It takes many iterations. We just play things over and over and over again, because we hear something differently every time, or we feel something differently. So the song evolves, and then the meaning of the song evolves, and it has a core, but sometimes it just comes together. It came together, and it was like the closest to being ready to go in the beginning of the year. So I was like, let's just release this one. This is a good start for some kind of a fresh little whoosh, 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 let something out for this year.
Is that the title track of the album?
Probably not.
Oh, okay. I love the title.
Maybe it is then.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe. We haven't decided yet.
Undecided.
So how many songs on this project?
Probably 8 or 10 or 11.
Okay.
There's some musical like interludes. There's a few of them, or 4 of them, I think. So there's 8 songs that we tracked with 10 that we tracked with Brant Sankey.
Yeah, 10.
And then there's like 2 additional interlude songs that exist as well. So we got plenty enough for a full-length album. Sooner Noon is out now as well, and we have plans for what's next and what's next and what's next.
are y'all gonna be releasing? Did I see right? You're gonna release like one single every month.
Yeah, yes.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Okay.
Try to make videos and try to do stuff that kind of accompanies that the vibe and kind of put the energy into it for a month. And then once there's a specific time where we're just like, okay, let's just put this new album out, because I like the way this works, because you get to kind of focus on one song at a time and be kind of like committed to that little moment. And I get to make little art pieces and video ideas and kind of flesh out, because we all got 9-to-5 jobs, so we can't just do it all in a week where we just, okay, we're gonna do all that. Like, we kind of have to fit in time to dream out these ideas. And so a month gives us enough time to dream out as many little ideas as we can. That's the theory. Life gets in the way, of course. You know, I want to make the album release this year, of course, but also put out some new songs periodically so that people have a chance to listen to them. Because sometimes they get lost in an album.
What would some of your advice be for like younger bands just getting started?
We learned some lessons. One of the lessons is that expect that if you're going to go on tour, that it's going to be hard and things are going to happen that make you really question what you're doing. If you can get through the tours and come back and still be a band, then you're with a good group of people. There's not a lot of bands that stay together like we have stayed together since we were 15, 16, 17 years old, playing music together, and now we're 40. You know, that's very rare. Like, we haven't changed out, any of us. It's still us three. We're so fortunate that you had good people. So having the good people is one of those things. Knowing that it's going to take a lot more work than you maybe are expecting, and that you had to like be solid inside mentally and emotionally in order to handle like what could be disappointments and really derailing. Because we know a lot of bands that went on tour, and when they came back, they were not a band anymore. Like, just taking as much education about the music industry and how it's changing. At that time that we were running with Local 782, we were learning about social media, you know, like how to do our own website. We were making our own merchandise. Like, we did so much DIY. Like, Local 782 is like DIY collective. You got to put in the hours, you know, make time for it, keep coming back to it.
Yeah, it's also the love part of it too. Like, making the balance, like, this stuff is supposed to balance everything else, because everything else is very hard. We get something out of this experience, music, live shows, creation, that we can't duplicate anywhere else. And that feeling is like sometimes the greatest feeling. Like, it feels like just like this, you feel relief having this ability to express yourself in that particular way. So if that's a major element of why you make music, then I think it makes it a lot easier to deal with all the different challenges and where do I fit? What do I do? How can I do the next step? Why am I doing this? Like, shouldn't I do this? This is working. I should do this. This is working for other people, but that's not me. I'm not comfortable with this. Like, all of those things happen all the time. They're just always happen. But you got to kind of persevere, and like, I know what I do is important because I know like that love I put into it. I know the trust I put into it, and the essence that I put into it is not filtered by trying, like that idea that you're trying to be something you're not. This is what I do. This is all I can do, and so that makes me proud that this is all I can do. Like, this is what I do.
Inside the Room, a music show where the music comes first.